This space has been incredible for me. I have reconnected to myself in a way that I never thought would be possible.
As a woman, if you're angry, it's stigmatized. And even if you're assertive, you're labeled aggressive.
I grew up a fundamentalist, and that night I danced for the first time.
But you just don't get to have out in life. You know, it's like I have to be a certain way, and here I'm like, I could be any way.
I think it's all of that that we hold all the time. Being the nice girl, being sweet, being caring, don't get upset, don't show emotion, don't, it's just all of these don't be. Essentially, don't be. Don't exist.
Just everybody says my name wrong. Nobody remembers Danielle. And it's something I'm very angry about. Like, I have a name.
Growing up, for me, my parents were incredibly explosive with their anger. Anger equaled destruction in my home. And so growing up, anger was an emotion that wasn't accessible to me because I saw it as unsafe.
But when I came in, they asked a word that we associate with anger and rage. And for me, that word was fear. Fear of people expressing their anger towards me and fear of expressing it myself.
If I showed anger, I was afraid like no one would love me. I'm realizing that's like more of a me thing. I'm less like than everybody else thing, and I need to kind of let that, like, I just need to like say I'm angry and you have to deal with it.
I came anyway. I was literally like, I don't know if this is a good idea. I literally wrote, can we have a way for me to get out if I need to leave? I came in and they said, okay, here's the person who is going to respond if you turn on this little flickery light, so that if I needed an out, if I needed support, because I have disabilities, they had someone right there. And she said, I'm not going to hover. I'm just going to be available. And every single person brought me into the experience and made sure that this worked for me in every possible way.
But when I left, I realized that I felt really differently about anger. All of the women there were not projecting their anger at one another. They were releasing it.
I felt very heavy and very tense and just in this bubble, and I didn't know what to do, and I felt a bit pressured because everybody's doing different things and I'm still in my bubble. But I eventually popped, and I think it was so nice to feel myself pop.
For me, once I started actually tapping into the rage, then the tears started flowing, and I have not cried in months. Once I started raging, then the tears, and then I was sobbing. And then it went to like almost maniacal laughter once it cleared out. So when I say transformative, I really mean transformative.
I came in here thinking I would just be pissed and yell, and it was so much deeper than that.
It validates the feelings that I've had over the last 10 years being a caregiver and feeling like I was isolated and alone, and to be welcomed here, it meant everything. And it was just a simple act of somebody putting a hand on me and letting me know that I wasn't alone, which I felt alone for a very long time.
I was saying, like, go to a rage room. And this, I say, is even better. It's better. Yes, it's fun to smash and break things, but this is done in a way to like actually integrate it back in instead of just letting it all out. It feels good to let it out, but the aftercare that comes with it makes a huge difference.
Being held for the first time in my life through the ugliness of what my rage might look like, and coming out knowing that it's actually beautiful and I can do something with it.
And this really gave opening to, I get to exist in all of my emotions and experience all of them and have space to express anger, which just isn't something that is allowed. especially for women.
But I learned even more about my own anger and rage and how to use it as power and strength and courage. And I'm just so happy for this community and to be able to do it. And I'm just gonna, every time they come to Chicago, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's great.
It has made me a better clinician. It has made me a better person. It has made me a better mom, family member, cousin, what have you.
It gives you something that like talk therapy doesn't give you, like friendships and conversations doesn't give you, which is just a very safe space to process in your body what is held over time because of what you lived through.
So I flew in from New York City, and I'm incredibly grateful to be able to build on the energy of all these women here and really have a great sense of community and really feel permissioned to work through my anger.
It is the closest thing that you can experience to a rite of passage, transformative ritual. It felt witchy, it felt wild woman, it felt incredibly curated and super intentional and very safe and welcoming and friendly.
47 years old, and it took me till I was 47 years old to finally say, fuck you, it's a you problem, not a me problem.
There was one point where at the very beginning, I look over and I see this woman just like wailing on the ground with a bat. And I'm like, yes, bitch. I felt so seen in that moment and like just felt like a part of a community where it was actually accepted to be who I am.
And it's allowed me to get a little bit more comfortable with anger in the outside world.
And that's just in 3, 1 in March, 2 in July, to undo 56 years of programming.